My name is Philip Mead. I'm a fourth-year medical student currently at St. James School of Medicine. Right now I'm doing a neurology elective at Mercy Hospital. It's been a great experience because you wake up, you start looking after the patient, right off the get-go. So starting from the beginning, I went to Anguilla, which is a beautiful island, and it's a perfect place to learn medicine. So while I was on the island, it was great because I got to enjoy the beach. At the same time, I also got to make new friends and learn medicine. So what would be better than that? While I was on the island, I met a lot of different professors that helped me along the way. From the basic science, if there wasn't something that quite, matched or I didn't understand that was going on, there'd always be someone to talk to, if it's a professor or if it was just going to be a tutor that would help me out. So, 16 months on a beautiful island, and to me that wasn't a bad place to start. So that's one of the reasons why I chose St. James, because I'm gonna, get some sun, I'm gonna get a nice tan, and I'm gonna learn medicine all at once. So while I went to the island, I didn't have a hard time finding a place to live. It was a pretty easy process for me. For me, I was about maybe 5 minutes away from the school. So, it didn't matter if I woke up and I had 5 minutes to be in class, I would be in class on the right time. So, it was a great fit. I got to, learn about the island while I was there. I got to do fishing. I kept busy. So that whole experience in itself was amazing. When I transitioned to Chicago, it was easy enough because St. James gave me, the tools that I needed to make that happen without any problem. So I'm a Canadian student. I'm from Canada, and St. James helped me put together, made it easy for my visa, which was nice. I didn't have too many difficulties when I came across the border. While I was in Chicago, we have Advanced Introduction to Clinical Medicine, what helped me really hit the ground running. They helped me prepare for step 1, and it definitely helped along, for that transition. In preparing for step 1, I made sure that I was diligent with studying. I wasn't going out anywhere. I just made sure that was my goal. I wanted to rock step 1, and I did, so I was happy with that. Preparing for step 2, CK and CS, you really get those skills while you're at the hospital. You're going to learn a lot from the doctors that you work with and the other residents that are around and the students as well. So, that whole transition from preparing from step 1 to step 2, for me, it was a process that just seemed to go hand in hand. So, I'm waiting for some of my marks to come back, but I'm content and I know that, it will be a good outcome. So as for what I'm trying to do right now, I'm getting ready to apply for residency. I told you before, I'm Canadian, so I'm going to apply back home to Canada as well as the States. I've written both, all the exams that are required for the US as well as Canada, so I'm kind of doing a double whammy at once. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to, broaden my horizons and throw kind of more lines in the water. So, why wouldn't I want to double my chances? And, St. James gives you that opportunity to do so. What do I plan on doing after I'm finished? Well, I want to continue learning, and I want to try and get involved with some research as well. St. James does, make that a part of graduation, as well as that you have to write a research paper. So they really get you involved in research that is out there. You're going to work with a doctor, potentially in the field of something specific. I'm working with a doctor who is in gastroenterology, where we're looking at different disease states, and it's been a good process so far. As for what St. James has done for me, they provide scholarships if you do well on your STEP scores. So I'd recommend you to work hard and to make that happen. They're also doing new scholarships. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that because it wasn't available for me at that time, but it is now, so that's a bonus. What do I want to do when I'm going to be alumni for St. James? I hope that I can give back. I want to, help other students that are going through it. I know sometimes it can be tough, so if I can help give a helping hand, I'd be more than happy to do so. While I was on the island, I was, part of different student bodies. We're part of the American Medical Association as part of Red Cross, and I also was part of the White Coat Committee that looks after our graduation ceremony. So, from all those different opportunities, you learn how to work with people, and, sometimes you can't keep everyone happy, but, you do your best. So it gets you ready for working with patients and getting in the real world.